We're diving into some pretty big developments in Asia, specifically defense. There are reports of a possible $200 million deal, India and the Philippines, and at the heart of it, this Akash missile system. I mean, it feels like a lot more than just buying and selling weapons.
Oh, absolutely. And, just to kind of jog the memory a bit, remember back in 2022, there was that $375 million BrahMos missile deal between these two countries. So, yeah, this potential Akash agreement is really pointing to like a deepening strategic relationship here.
Right. And so this Akash system, I've seen it described as a supersonic bodyguard for the skies, which sounds pretty impressive.
I
But
see.
in practical terms, what can this thing actually do?
So what's interesting about this system is you've got these layered capabilities. You're looking at a range of 25 kilometers, altitude up to 18 kilometers, and a speed of Mach 2.5. Developed by India's DRDO, that's the Defense Research and Development Organization. And it's designed to not just take out targets, but multiple threats all at the same time, which is a really big deal when you think about things like drone swarms becoming more and more common.
And so when we're thinking about the Philippines and all those islands, being able to not only take out something fast, but also take out a whole bunch of things at once,
Yeah.
that seems like it would be very useful. And this is a mobile system, right?
Exactly. So it's truck mounted or track mounted, which gives it that flexibility. Makes sense for a country like the Philippines with a lot of different types of terrain. So that mobility allows them to think strategically about where they place these systems, protecting those coastlines and key bases. It all feeds into their larger modernization goals.
Right, because obviously there's a reason why the Philippines is interested in this.
Hmm.
And we all know about these tensions in the South China Sea. So how does this Akash system, how does it fit into their bigger strategy when it comes to defense?
Well, you have to see it in the context of these rising regional disputes. And it sends a pretty strong message about their commitment to protecting what they see as their territory, their territorial integrity. And as you mentioned, it's just one part of this much bigger effort to modernize their military, which suggests that we might see even more deals down the line.
Right, and speaking of deals, this one could be huge for India. I mean, this really seems to be a major step in their goal of becoming a big player in the global arms market,
Yeah.
especially because the Akash is like 96% made in India.
Yeah.
That really shows how much their capabilities have grown.
Absolutely. What we're seeing is a real shift in strategy. They've traditionally been a huge importer of arms, but now they're not just building their own, they're exporting them. It's a real sign of growing self-reliance, and it makes them a serious competitor on the world stage.
And it sounds like this isn't just a one-off. I mean, we're hearing about potential deals with other countries as well. Armenia, Brazil, Egypt, Vietnam. If this Philippines deal goes through, and we're talking 4 to 5 missile batteries plus all the radar and launch systems that go with them, it could be India's biggest defense export to date. Maybe even bigger than that Armenia package.
Right. And what's really interesting here is that it's a sign of growing confidence on an international level in what India can do. We're seeing a real diversification of the global arms trade. India is offering a different option, a new option to countries that might have traditionally gone with, the usual suppliers.
So nothing's officially confirmed yet from Manila, but they're saying this could all be finalized by 2025. I mean, when you look at this, what's the big takeaway here? Why is this partnership such a big deal?
At the end of the day, this would really cement India's place as a rising power when it comes to defense. And for the Philippines, they get a serious upgrade to their air defense capabilities. I mean, they'll be much better equipped to handle the kind of threats that exist in today's world. And all of that has real consequences for the stability of the region.
It really does make you think about the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Now, can India really compete long-term with the big guys, those established giants in the defense industry?
That's the real question here, isn't it? Because this deal, it's a major win for India, no question. But it raises these really important questions about how the balance of power is shifting, especially in Asia. And we can't just look at the hardware, right? You have to think about all these other factors that are essential to security in the 21st century. It's something we really need to keep digging into.